Hoy viajamos en el tiempo para revivir una entrevista perdida antes del confinamiento de 2020. Visitamos el gimnasio Dragon House en San Francisco, California. Un pequeño gimnasio del área de la bahía transmitiendo su evento en pago por evento. El primer gimnasio de artes marciales mixtas en la ciudad, con raíces que nacen del Kung Fu y evolucionan al MMA. Esta es la historia, contada por su propio fundador, el Maestro Lou.
Know when you're ready.
Ready and go.
Here we go, guys. I'm Zhong Lou, the owner of a Dragon House. Here's my house, the Dragon House. Probably 2 or 3 or something like that. Those are old posters. Dragon House 4, Dragon House 5, Dragon House 6. I'm like, after a while, I just kind of I run out of space. I can't put them up. Wow. I'm like, I just leave it. Now I don't even want to put them up anymore. You know, so that's a little bit of history. I can pretty much tell you this, right? Almost every fighter in the Bay Area make it to the top, whether it's a UFC fighter, a Bellator fighter now. And one part of the time, they always fight on my show, at least one time.
Yeah.
And it's a good place for them to capture the spotlight. One part of the time, they make it to the top now, you know. And of course, that's my master. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu legend, Clover Silver, and that's his master, and that's his master. So this is how, you know, I'm the 4th generation, get it down to me, on my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu lineage. And the gym, briefly, I can run you a little bit. Some of the people coming to this gym, they always tell me like, what are those like voodoo-looking calligraphies in the gym? So like I say, we emphasize on 2 styles of traditional Kung Fu, the Dragon style and the White Eyebrow style. And this is basically the fighting method. The mentality, your moral, and your attitude of everything. All the theory of the style of fighting. So let me give you an example, right? So the first 4 character right here, this is called the Dragon Style Original. And 1, 2, 3, you have to have 3 hearts to enter in the style. The first one, 一要學習要苦心 means you have to train hard. Okay. Second one, 要搏擊堅定決心 means when you fight, you gotta have a heart to fight. Number 3, 3要打人莫善心. You gotta have a cold heart to hurt people if you do get into a fight. That's the entry level of the Dragon style, the 3 hearts. And of course, this goes on and on all the way down to the end. It might take me days to explain all that stuff. But that's just a little example so you can kind of get an idea of all this calligraphies for. So, Caesar, let me borrow you for a second. So, a little bit of a basic, right? So people always ask what the style of a Kung Fu you do, what's the difference of the Dragon style Kung Fu versus the White Eyebrow style Kung Fu. So the Dragon style Kung Fu, it's bigger movement, bigger circular motion, heavy duty punch. They really emphasize on like a one-shot knockout, one-shot punch, you know, one big blow. So for example, I would do a slow motion. This person throw a punch on my face, right? On the Dragon style would be a back fist. Those are big movements, right? So like something like that, go punch, boom. That's a hammer fist. Those are the Dragon style Kung Fu, the Dragon style movement. So if people like a normal speed, you throw a punch, right here, boom, right here. Those are big punches for the Dragon style. Versus the White Eyebrow style, it's a much more small movement, more complex, more directly, what do you call it, pressure point, right? Let's go slow motion. If somebody throw a strike, right? Boom, that's an eye gouging. Throw shot, solar plex, elbow, knee. Those more like a White Eyebrow style movement. small, complex, short recycling movements. So if you want to do a little normal speed, let's say somebody throw a punch, right there, knee. That's how you do the wire bro style. So it's a small little demo. Obviously, there's a lot more into it. Just to let you guys know a little bit about the traditional Kung Fu part of it. And obviously, when you look at this gym, this is a modern day MMA gym. We have about 2,800 square feet of mats for people to train. Sometimes can be crowded, you know. Some night too many people here training, and that's pretty much it.
Where did Kung Fu start from for you?
I started Kung Fu when I was 3 years old.
How did that love come from?
Well, I don't really like Kung Fu. I don't really like fighting at all. But my dad runs a Dragon House in China. So my mom have to work. So my dad don't have a babysitter or daycare anywhere. So for me, during the day when my parents goes to work, I don't have a place to go, I will hang out in the school. And my grandma's basically watching me to hang out in the Kung Fu school. And that's where I grew up. When other people have toys to play around, they have different puzzles, whatever, and I would grab a sword or a knife in the gym, just swing around all day, and that's what I grew up. So that's all I know is picked up a sword, picked up a spear, picked up a hammer, picked up a weapons, and then you just practice, flip around, and just jab, all that. That's how I grew up. So I don't really know anything else but martial arts.
That was your nature. That was what you knew.
So like, and then at nighttime, I would see people like, oh, body conditioning, you know, guys like that, and you just punch in the stomach, one ear, then they go for like a minute, after 10 minutes, and so my nature is like, okay, somebody punch you, you have to be dance your stomach, and then now you inhale and then reply to whoever strike you, and then that's how we're born, and that's how we raise. So I don't really know anything else but martial arts.
When you started it, you obviously won the first gym here, but were you surprised to see that certain people would do these type of gyms and go, man, they're making money off of that, or they're starting a business off of that?
So let me straighten this out. If anyone out there want to make money to open an MMA gym, do not. You will be as broke as you can possibly imagine. This shit don't make money. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm here 12 hours a day. Do I make a living? Yeah, probably like $5, $6 an hour. Some month maybe make it to $10 an hour.
In San Francisco, that's nothing.
That's nothing. You know, so I do a lot of other things. You know,
but were you surprised that people were actually, because it was it's second nature to you? They're like, what? That's a business? Was that the attitude coming into?
Yeah. It's a funny thing because some people think I'm loaded. Oh, you're running a gym, you make a lot of money. I'm like, no. So on a side business point of view, I will start flipping real estate since 1998. I did well.
That's the business.
That's my business.
Yeah. This is the love.
This is the love.
This is your nature.
This is my nature.
Right. Keeping the essence of that.
I started it. I bought foreclosure houses. I just happened to have a couple of students training in my gym. They are in the real estate business, and they teach me how to buy real estate without putting money down at the time. And I started it, purchased the first property in San Francisco. And I didn't know what I'm doing, but I was learning about it. And my part-time job was working for a couple of good friends of mine, managed the property. And that's how I learned to flip property. And that's why I made my little something out of it. But this don't make money. People ask me all the time, you're lying. You don't make money, why you keep doing it? You don't understand. My dad lived off this shit. My dad called me every single day just to ask me, how's the school going? Make sure it's going. You know what I mean? So it's a family business. It's my family tradition. I have 20 plus cousins back home. They all does martial art. They all run gyms in a different area, different style. Like, I have to keep my legacy, my family's legacy. That's the Lou family. have to keep the school going. You know, like whether the school break even, make money. I mean, it's hard. You know, the rent's expensive. You know, and majority fighter come here train. They're broke as hell. Almost every month, people asking for discount. Let me mop your toilet. Don't pay tuition. Like every fucking month. But when your landlord don't give a fuck. Pay me rent every month on the first. You don't pay, you get evicted.
Yeah.
That's simple as that. So if anyone out there think is running an MMA gym to make money, you better off working in a goddamn job or some server in a restaurant, pure cash. You take home more than do this shit for 12 hours a day, and you actually take home. My girlfriend yell at me all the time. You don't do well on that shit. Why you keep doing that? Because I cannot stop doing it. I'm addicted to this. And then watching somebody walk into my door and 2 years later, 6 months later, from this right here become this right here, personality change, physical change, movement ability change, it's a big reward for me. Like I live off that shit. Every person running an MMA gym in San Francisco put their name, their face on the door, but that person doesn't teach. That person rarely even at their gym to run classes. People say, come in to train at Dragon House. That means you come train with me because I'm here 6 days a week. I run every classes. I clean the mats. I clean the bathrooms. I vacuum the gym every single day. And that's what I do. I know every little piece of ounce of a square foot in this place. When the bottle's put on the wrong place and then a few inches off, I notice it. A lot of students come here, they come here to see me, they come here to train me. If I'm out of town for 3-4 days, the gym is empty 3-4 days. Then that's how it works. So a lot of dedication, you know what I mean? I've been running this gym for 22 years, I'm coming up for 23 years, and Monday to Friday, every night I'm here. When normal family is having dinner, I rarely see my daughter in the dinner time except Saturday night or Sunday night. I'm here every single day. You know, I see another group of kids in their 20s, maybe 30s, some of them 40s, and they come here sweat, and that's the kids I see every day. That's my family dinner time, you know? So if people want to do what I do to make a living, no, not the best way. But you're better off like doing a janitor job or doing something you can have a better life than this. But I live off the, you know, the rewards I have is certain things money can't buy. Back in the days in the 60s, 70s, they weren't even have a theater. So what are they gonna do? Besides watching opera, they're like, let's get together a bunch of dudes, like, let's get a couple guys fight, you guys get some of this, some of that. So that's how it started it.
Wow.
And it got pretty big, and then starting the people kind of like, and then first started just kind of like a street brawl. And then soon after, people start like, let's train a little bit, prepare for the fight. And then get involved in a little martial art, and then after that it's more advanced, you know. And you know, nowadays you're watching the cage fight, people training, and you know, like more advanced, like, you know, technology, science get involved, the diet, the nutritioner. You even have like fighter counseling. You know what I mean? Wow. Nowadays it's a different ball game, right? Yeah. Back in the days, just like they don't talk about mouthpiece, bite down, let's punch. That's all you do. Missing teeth, good luck with that. You know what I mean? So like it's a different game. So yeah, I mean that's where the Dragon House started back home. And then when I first came here in '96, I'm like, I want to open one of those and just carry over the name from China, just bring over here. Wow. You know, and then I used to do bare knuckle fights. You know, lots of them.
Where at?
Back home. So when I first got here, '96, we opened a school, and we were doing bare hand sparring too. So basically, you're wearing one of those goggles, you know, where people do the welding goggles with the banner strap, and then your mouthpiece, and then you just go.
Wow. You know, they're starting off again the bare knuckle fights in like the UK, I think.
Yes, they started now. I seen many people start doing that again. You know, and I know there's certain places are pretty popular, like Irish got a lot of those too. Yeah. You know, so Kimbo Slice did a lot of those in the backyard. You know, so it's popular.
That's when MMA was just kind of getting the name.
Yes.
Those guys were like the original
Right.
guys that came out to put it out there a little bit more, and then people started kind of really, oh, what's this? You know,
I mean,
that's
yeah.
savage. But it's been going on for
Yeah,
years.
I mean the way people don't realize, like, MMA start off is basically an argument of a martial art. And that's what it is. People start off like, oh, I think judo is better than Greco. Well, I think karate is better than Taekwondo. And then style versus style, controversial. And then people start like, let's do karate versus this. And that's how MMA started.
And certain fighters will learn more than just one style.
Right. Well, at that time, 1994, 1995, when the first UFC first started it, a lot of people don't really do much cross-train because they want to make their style proud. They want to represent their style to dominate other style. You know, but at first, people really fight for nothing either, back in the day. I mean, you watching, like, I think the first UFC champion belt, they fight for like $1,000 or something.
Yeah.
We didn't knock that much, not enough to pay bills or mortgage.
Yeah.
But as time move on and then the things improve and people want to win, and you start realizing one art is not enough. It doesn't.
You
matter.
saw that go on.
Oh yeah.
You saw how that evolved. You're like, I bet you this is
Yeah. But you can see, like, wrestlers are probably one of the most dominating, one of the most dominating styles in the cage.
wrestling.
And you know, the only person can beat wrestling, you have to have a good jiu-jitsu. The only people can beat a good jiu-jitsu guy, you gotta have a good wrestling or striker. And then nowadays everybody mix, you know. So I started doing jiu-jitsu 2001, 2002. First introduced me to jiu-jitsu was one of those days because we doing Sanshao kickboxing every night, and then we used to have some mats put on the side, and then on Wednesday night with all the mats, open all the mats, and let's work on some mix everything. First time a person put a triangle on me, I'm like, what the hell was that? And like, what is a triangle for? Like, I can't breathe, and I kind of almost faded, and then after that, I'm like, interesting, I really want to learn some of that. And I just gradually learn more and more and more, start doing no-gi grappling, and later on just keep training, you know. Now we are on the Clovis, you know. Just got my black belt last year on the Clovis Silver, you know, and he is under Carlson Gracie Senior. From Brazil. He's been a black belt for a little over 30 years. 6-degree black belt is about to become 7-degree coral belt soon. So that's how we combine.
What styles do you teach here? Just
So here we prioritize teaching. We have two styles, right? On this side of the mat, people do MMA. So we pretty much do wrestling, you know, jiu-jitsu, kickboxing on this side. On the other side, we do the traditional, where I grew up, where I born into traditional kung fu, teaching the dragon style, and also the white eyebrow style called the Bat Mei, and Chinese dragon style called Long Ying. It's a pretty rare Southern Chinese kung fu. It'll be perfect for street fight, for stand-up fight. Very, very perfect. A lot of bare hand conditioning. We work on our wood dummies, as you see a little bit earlier, and then a lot of hardcore penny bags, ball bearing bags, you know. So the combination of, like, a lot of boxers, when they train, right, they don't really condition their knuckles. And boxers typically, before the training, before the sparring session, they warm up, loosen up, and they start hand wraps, and then put the gloves on, then they start training. So now, imagine, for example, like a Mike Tyson or somebody can hit really hard with the 14-ounce gloves or 16-ounce gloves. When you take those off, you're trying to punch in really hard and nail somebody on the face or jaw or skulls or something. You're gonna knock somebody out, but you're gonna break your knuckle at the same time because it need to be conditioned.
yeah.
So you come in here, the MMA fighter, they do a part of a traditional kung fu. They're conditioning the knuckle, they're conditioning the shin, they're conditioning their elbow on the penny bags, on the sandbags, on the traditional old school Chinese martial art portion. And they implement into MMA, incorporate with all the other stuff. So it makes the fighter have a little bit more edge on other fighter would just come from a modern martial art, just train MMA. You know what I mean? And on top of that, I always wanted teaching people, all the fighters, I always tell them, not just become an athlete. Everybody can become an athlete. Whether how good you are, that's one other issue. But I want them to become a martial artist. The difference is, some of the guys, anybody can walk into an MMA gym. I'm a fighter, and I train here for 3 months. I'm gonna go to another gym, a couple months, and a gym hopper and all that. But like martial artists, you also have tradition, lineage, culture, loyalty. So it's a little different. You have a certain amount of respect to yourself, to your teammates, to your teachers, to your team. So I'm a little old-fashioned that way. So I'm very loyal to my student, and loyalty goes both ways. Now all you heard about people is like, my student is not loyal to the teacher. Well, you have to loyal to your student too. I've seen so many gym owners don't give a fuck about the fighters. The gym owner never do a damn thing for the fighter. Watching him just get washed up. Never monitor him, never manage him, never train him carefully, and never let him pick fight on his own. MMA or any type of physical combat sport, we know it's a very selfish sport. It's a one-man show. You go into the ring, you go into the cage, you go into the stage, it's your show. You win, you inherit all the glory, you lose, you take all the blame. But any type of combat sport, it's a one-man sport, but it takes team effort to prepare. You cannot do this by yourself. You cannot train alone every day to prepare for a fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a very important, the team effort, and that's what I educate all my fighters in this gym. This is a team effort.
Even cutting weight, it's a dangerous thing because some people can get liver failure, things like that.
I've seen it all these years. I've seen so many people are cutting weight or kidney failure, mental breakdown, shingles. I remember the Dragon House 12, I believe, my main event, right before the fight started. They both in a cage door shut, referee standing between. Are you ready? Are you ready? And then the doctor all of a sudden like, wait! That guy looked like have some dots on his stomach. So he ran in the cage, checked the guy, he has shingles all over his stomach. Wow. So they shut it down. And all because the guy cutting so much weight and the body just shutting down and the shingle just pops out. Wow. So I've seen people passed out doing the weight cut. So having a good support system in the gym, it makes the fighter just that much more advanced on everything. Whether it's weight cut, whether it's mental preparation of your training camp, it's really important. You need to have a good support. Diet and everything. So it's very, very important to have a good support system if you want to do good in this sport. So
you started doing these fights out of the love of the sport, and you're like, you know what, they're not doing it right. Let me show these people how to do it right, and let me give my fighters something to do. But you did it out of love. Everything's on that side. You said before you had a team that would do your pay-per-view stuff. Now everything you're doing.
Yep. So now my pay-per-view, it's my people. I select a group of people, and they've been working with me day one. We trying to figure out how to do it all together.
Yeah.
So now, we down to the point.
Esto es fajador.com.